Xcaf. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV and MTA. With one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons, and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at Xcaf Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the Xcaf DTD decoder. Hello Gambia.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada, and Switzerland. For absolutely free. Yes! This Tobaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland this Tobaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tobaski just got better with Supersonics Money Transfer.
Gambinaɓe mbimi joni kala ko fate fannu télévision do e nder leydi ndi oɗon wawi hebde ɗum no jiɗiɗon ni weltare e DTT decoder kesso pulmo Xcaf antani won de téléji gondi ɗo e nder leydi ndi ko wayno GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV e MTA. Diɗo téléji foof goni koye decoder goto te on jobata hen haydara. Mbimi minen Xcaf min kaɗani toon tan temedde joyi e bus sappo lewru foof jobata keɓa caneluji 60 gondi caggal leydi ko wayno football leagues, kibaruji, African movies, telenovela, cartoons e goɗɗi. Decoder men o no weeɓi ha no fewi. Ujunaje 250 tan jobata bandiraɓe. Kala caɗele ɗe keɓɗon ko minen garata min fewnano on ha moƴƴa te min kokkon lewru mo ganduɗa on jobata kadi. Kono so on lewru yewti mon kumiso yobde temedde joyi e bus sappo lewru foof. Oɗon mbawi hebde decoder men di to Xcaf Gambia, Hendon Court Building to Dream Park Senegambia wonno. Walla kadi oɗon mbawi noddude men e 4461 060 walla 4461 061. Mbimi bandirabam so tawi koye Xcaf DTT decoder o joguiɗon aduna o foof woni koye nder juuɗe mum.
Supersonic money transfer addani on lawol weɓugol fi wawon hendade mbodi ko leydi ɗo ɓe mon jarayɓe jakila si tawi ɓe on dulaɓuraɗo andirede Europe, USA, Canada kañum e Switzerland ɓe yoɓata hay hunde si ɓe nuldi on mbuɗi ɓoggol ɓurgol yajude e sengo nuldugol e hendagol mbuɗi ko leydi Gambia ɗo ndeɗo julde donking ɓe mon no wawi hendade mbuɗi ko leydi Gambia ɗo e Supersonic money transfer iwra ɗon ka Europe, USA, Canada kañum e Switzerland ndeɗo julde donking nafitoroɗe ko ɓura andirede Google Play Store maɗum Apple Store joni fitum wawon nafitorade noddugol mbuɗi ko leydi Gambia ɗo nafitoro Supersonic Money Transfer app on joni fi wawa nafitoragol ɗum ɗo fow jogito ko jeyɗa kon julde donking on weli e Supersonic Money Transfer.
Bina sotola alka television jube nyameng Xcaf Gambia ye DTT decoder kutamal lenati dameng alse GRTS QTV Star TV Paradise TV ani MTA be soto min natalol anin kuma kangol be senearing lew andung ite fenjola DTT decoder akesan dalasi wuli fula ani dalasi tanani dronga andung ibe sola karikilina ye bantala bankol la channel jama jube andung ite kodi wo kodi jola ni la fita ka kontine ka min siata ye channel tan woro wala jube katake ye subscribe wolom kari wo kari ibe dalasi keme lulu ani dalasi tan donne jola.
Thank you, Dada. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Commission Summer hearing summer for today. Imam, you have the floor if you can offer prayers.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد جاءكم الفتح نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Shukran, Imam C. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of power and might, the King of kings and the Lord of lords, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. We continue to submit ourselves under your direction, your protection, your providence, your security, your defense, your healing power, and your good health upon all humankind living throughout the whole face of the globe. And we continue to thank you for the Trrc, and we continue to present all the witnesses that will be coming here, that you will grant them the boldness to be able to speak the truth, and grant the commission the discerning spirit to discern between truth and falsehood, and grant the populace the patience to be able to go through this commission to allow the due process to take its course. We continue to thank you for one of the commission members, Mustafa, who successfully defended his external thesis yesterday, and he came out with flying colors as an A student. Father in heaven, we pray that you continue to bless him in his academic career and that you take him to higher heights. This we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much indeed, Bishop Odeko, and we join you in congratulations to our colleague Commissioner Carr for his success, and we expect him to entertain commissioners at an appropriate date. Council, if you're ready with the witness, you may please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning to the commissioners. We're ready to proceed. We're still on the same theme of the Presidential Alternative HIV/AIDS program, and Ms. Sagar Jahate will be leading the witness for today. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, commissioners and members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the next witness. Mr. Usher, kindly get the witness, please. And whilst we wait for the witness, we have a copy of the protected information sheet, the PIS, in front of you with all the relevant confidential data. Thank you.
I do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Good morning, Madam Witness. We just want to thank you for coming before the TRRC this morning to give your testimony. As you know, my name is Sagar. We have already been introduced, and I will be guiding you through your testimony this morning.
Okay. Bismillah.
I just want to put your mind at ease this morning as you testify. Just make sure you're comfortable and feel free.
Akalafta ye hakilo tenkundi ila sedeyaro kono ye fan soto ikana ifande undi kana hakilo no kukan yela sedeyaro ke anin kunu ye samba hakilo la.
Just assume that this is a conversation that we're having between myself and you.
Mutadam manko etena atene be kachaka.
We have taken all relevant steps to make sure that your identity is protected.
Yesilolu beta le pour kaje ko itemu manti itemu jumaleti mo kana wolong.
No problem.
There is a piece of paper before you, and that is where all your biographical information has been stated.
Kaito belari nyatilola. Itemu manti ito ni konto ibodula anila ifan la fansu kibaro wala be safari ngo kaito bala.
I hear you.
You have chosen to speak in the Mandinka language, so I would urge you to wait for that interpretation.
Akwairi yenye mutakoy bedia mula Mandinka kangol to bitu sikari lamudu Mandinka na sorola.
Make sure your statements are brief so that the interpreters are able to follow you.
Ila kuma kangol kame jamfandi ise suti yandi nyinkamala akanna soro sidi asisono ya akanna sorola alfanal bulu.
I hear you.
The most important thing to bear in mind whilst you testify is your duty to tell the truth before the commission, because that is what we are after.
Men kuma ya tajang wala mu be men kala I wakili dro ye tiling ye tonya dam mamfo katu ni commission be siri wala kama e be tonya le no masata kan.
I'll speak the truth.
As you testify today, the main focus of your testimony will be on your initial diagnosis as an HIV patient.
Ebi ila sede yaro nyin kono ko kumu menti wala be abola be ni tan la ite ila allongo ko ni HIV jankar kesolu bela wo asotota nyamen anin ala ko lanya amunta sede yaro kumu betar la lari wala kan.
Any treatment that you may have received,
anin inata jararo fasolu menu soto.
Your subsequent participation in the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program,
Ani inatal du president la ni jaral programme ni kono
what you witnessed there,
yemen CDAG,
the treatment that you received,
interfonata jaral façon men soto je,
and how that treatment was conducted and arranged,
andu o jararo fanan ya tamandi nyamin anin alata nyamin,
and what impact the treatment had on you and others that you were there with.
o jararo fanan akulu natala nyamin ay muni sababu ite mayla hadama yato anin ite ni melu fanal be nyo kanje jararo kan gutumo.
At the end of your testimony, the commissioners will ask you some questions, and you will be given an opportunity to say any final remarks you may have.
Ning ela CDRO banta commissioner lumenu be sirin jan nimme yinin kar soto ibe umar yonu be yinin kalale bitu no be botala ibina silo dila ite fananale ite fanan lafta kuma kanu lumenu fola ila kuma ba kum fala kuma kanu lumenu la ifanan sinawofu.
Are you comfortable? Would you like to start now?
Ko so ibe dami ko ibe ye fan soto le be parela le pour ka diamo damuta sai.
Ngala mari.
Yes.
Just kindly confirm for us again whether your biographical information is on the PIS sheet that is before you.
Follow wakaito mbelari nyati lula je ite fono la fansun kumo kibaro le bije alafta yato nya before membe wakaito bala wala mtonyati bang.
Wala mtonyati.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Can you tell us when you were initially diagnosed with HIV?
Afanyi wati jumale mu follow ya itam ditela ko HIV jato kesol le be jato kono.
Since I was diagnosed and now it's between 13 and 14 years.
Can you kindly confirm whether the place of your diagnosis is on the PIS sheet?
Ako sikaito nyinjibe ya itan ditela dame ya foye dame ko jankar keso be yelo kono fo wala soton tabang kaito nyimbala fa bijele.
Abijele.
Yes, it's there.
Can you tell us the circumstances under which you were diagnosed?
Afanye sai muneketa hanufo ite inata nyin kibaro fo en ka foko nyin jankar keso be yelo kono le asoton tanya dile.
I had gone to the hospital because I was sick. They tested my blood and they told me that I had a virus.
Please go ahead and tell us.
After they told me, I was given this information, I was unable to get up, so I sat down there for a long time. And then the guy who gave me the information came back and asked me, what's the matter? I said, behold, I too will die, and I will leave my child who is still very young. And I do not know how I contracted this virus.
Can you tell us what virus you are referring to?
HIV 1 and 2.
HIV 1 and 2.
And why did you think that you were going to die and leave your children behind?
I used to watch films and I got the information that those who contracted this never lived beyond 10 years.
And apart from that, do you know whether there was a cure to it or not?
At
the time, I wasn't aware.
And apart from being sick, were you also under any particular condition during that time, physically?
At that time, I was pregnant.
And was it during your routine prenatal visits that you discovered that you had the HIV virus?
I went for
the prenatal.
Was it when you went for the prenatal that the test was done to determine whether you were HIV positive or not?
Amunta itata wa nose kuwa je utumo ko harje malu kata nose wati ni wati utumo lo inata iyoloji be tata nyinjan karkesolo jije.
Yes.
Did you receive any treatment after you were diagnosed?
Inata fon ko jankarkesolo nyimbe yelo kono inata jara ro folo yenno wonoto bang.
There was no cure. I went until I gave birth. Until my child was 1 month old. Then the child died.
Can you tell us why your child died?
So dindongi na saya yalo mina yala saya sabu.
I believe it was the virus which was the cause.
Did you receive any medication after you were diagnosed and that you were taking throughout your pregnancy?
Bili ya foyko njankar kesobe yelo kono fodum inata adamu talele kaboro ludila njankar keso fana nakuwa kama bang.
Yes, at the time when I go for the prenatal, I used to be given Septrin.
Do you know what the Septrin was meant to do in your system?
Septrin akamu kule tamandi ijato kono utumo fuyalo ne bang.
Ko Septrin ni ami aka kurang ate dinjo nyimbatandi na dal ni kono bel.
That if you drank the Septrin, it will ensure that the virus does not affect the unborn baby.
But what you are saying that your baby subsequently died, so that was not the case.
Between silang wairi yafuko dena nunyin na tabanne amunda between wo kumo amanke kuti me yalonko anata sababu.
ntenga wala mira de nko sasa wala na dim wala ya tina for din nyoni tam otu mole ngalon dal kuran ni asiken wa ben balor.
That is what I believe, that it was the virus which led to the death of my baby.
And can you tell us what your state of health was after you had given birth and you continued with your treatment during that time?
Following ibala jato ila jata kende abe tembe jumale to nung utumo biri jirita foka pare utumo fanandu ibe boritala ila jata kende abe tembe jumale to nung utumo
Mo famon teribendal bimbe jirita be septre min kan utumo mon problem so na balot.
After I gave birth and I was drinking the Septrin, I felt no pain in my body.
Were you living a relatively healthy life then?
Munta tembo ila jata kende abe saharine fem ne soto menseke sasa kuti.
Yes.
And after that time, did you come to know of any information that was of interest to you?
Bebe kola fona ta kibar soto ne me ya lonka sike kibarti ite sola ta menna meye nyabo.
Wolum bashir na bunkono bitele di wala.
Yes, that day we were seated in a room watching television.
Can you tell us when this was?
Afanyi wo mu wati jumaleti nu.
That was the year that my baby died.
Do you remember the year?
We hakilo sasa mumutanole bang.
14 years.
It's 14 years now.
Please proceed.
Akwetendeng.
So nga dibe nga modo dibe funti kan teleta ni ya jamme.
I watched and saw some people with Yaya Jammeh on television.
Ko ya jamme kan kura on diara lokum fulador.
That Yaya Jammeh can cure this disease within 2 weeks.
Which disease are you referring to?
Sasa jumale mote kaka menjara no lokum fulakono.
HIV.
14 years ago, according to our calculation, must have been around 2006 or so. Can you confirm that if you know?
Sanji tamni nani komando niya konti tella kontiroto amunta ubekanya na 2006 sangale fo abe nyale bang.
Yes, that's the way it is.
So after you heard this announcement from the ex-president Yaya Jammeh that he could cure AIDS, what else was said and what else did you see?
Ninkibaro ko la ka foko Yaya Jammeh ko ase ninkura mo jarano ina tamuna moy ani ina tamuna jefanan.
After that we went to his cure center. And we were also absorbed in.
Madam Witness, before you go there, I just want to take you a little bit back. We have information that Yaya Jammeh started his presidential treatment program around 2007. Do you remember if it was 2006 or 2007 that you saw this video announcement?
Yin kibaro soto Yaya Jammeh ala ujara roda mata 2007 sangole kono. Yo between 4 ila mira roto isa atonya yandiro. It come in for 2006 lomba for 2007.
2007.
2007.
Thank you very much. And apart from hearing Yaya Jammeh over the TV saying he could cure AIDS, did you see any other people in that video?
Namen kenyente Yaya Jammeh moy kafo ate sinin kura mujara nole. Fo modul fanali jele video te television nyin kono yin ko lu jedame.
Yes, I saw people.
And can you tell us whether the names of those people, or perhaps with the assistance of PSS, can you tell us the names of those people? Don't shout, don't say it in the microphone, she'll write it down, thanks.
So nakoro ko kwari mukullo quality wemolu men yejije we foise tolu fono kala fode bari fo esiye tolu lonna bang ferobe kala la pro wo tolu fute toluma bari ba fala la ha wala han fo mulu bijele yemenu tolu long
for Rabia Kuba
akoy kana
mention the names.
akoy kana tofo akoy kana tofo amunta ite abesafelale ibn membe dalaje ba fala wala ya safe.
The PSS person in front of you will write them down. Just tell the names to her.
wo muso men be dala je be tolu fala wala aye safe.
Have you been able to give those names?
Yes.
Can you tell us under what circumstances you saw these people that you've written down on the piece of paper?
I saw them, they were presented, they were looked beautiful, and they were declared as being cured.
And can you tell us who was declaring them as cured?
Afanye jumale ba foka nko yimmulu kende yatele ifangol lom fo jumale ba foka.
Dr. Mbo.
Dr. Mbo.
And what were they being cured from?
Amunta sayi ibe jaraka ikende yata kurangi bela numfo ikende yata.
HIV kurangi.
The HIV virus.
Thank you very much. And that must have been the first batch of the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program in 2007, is that correct?
Numbara, bare asekeno wole mo follow luti kafu follow me ya lonko jara rola President lo jara silo kono menketa 2007 sama kono fo wole mbang.
Wolo.
Yes, that was it.
Can you tell us what you felt after you saw this video with the President announcing that he has a cure to AIDS and other people in that video also being declared as being cured from AIDS?
Saying ite iyo je nyadile yata nyadile biri nyumonu je in President Findita in television to iba fokanko itelu ninku musilang ye telijara le hanfo ikende yata sila itenata iyo je nyadile utumo.
Tafan computer la ye bori mi watu nkombatu ngata ni tata tumondo abenjara de ngakende.
I also decided to go there to seek this treatment, that perhaps if he treats me, I too would be cured.
Why did you decide to do that, taking into consideration the fact that you've told us earlier that you were told that there was no cure to AIDS?
Mwana saying ite wakilta pruka na dungo jara rokono kato yenyi mfonye komando njanko yenyi mfonye follow to ko bori tekere manka njankaro jara.
Aya jamana je abumo jara kan wo kendi atale Dr. Mbo no ye funtindi.
It was Yajam I saw who treated people who have been paraded and declared as cured, and Dr. Mbo was also there.
Why did you believe that they could cure AIDS?
Kuna ilata la ko yildum isinin jankaro jara nole.
Rambo balwa modo ya fo ko kendi atale injaran kendi atale ya fana iban kendi ay beta ba flanti fana iban jara nga kendi.
Well, if you see someone who has undergone a treatment and comes out and tells you that I am cured, and if you are also sick, you'd want to go and acquire the same treatment.
So you were absolutely convinced about this treatment and that there was a cure?
Amunda silang ilata le ko njara ro mukuleti me ya lonko woto silang aboro sotontele ni tata ifana bekende yale.
That was the idea I had.
And was there anything particular about the ex-president Yahya Jammeh that made you believe him?
Four. Kudo bijele ye menje wo president koto la kudo ya Jammeh hani fo dalilo le ya sabu ila atala kumakangola.
Because President Mume akate ati AIDS jarano.
Well, a whole president says that he can cure AIDS.
So it was because of his status and position, that's why you believed him?
Amunta ala makamu na la palaso, wale landi ala nungutumu.
That is true.
And you said that you had decided to join his program. Can you tell us what process you went through in order to join?
Yeah, but yani mfanyo nko utumo le ifana yini ngani yosoto pulkate dabula jara ro nyimto. Saying anatake nyadile yemu silaleta hani fuwe na ate dundi programu nyinkono.
We went there. They took down our names. They admitted us. After they wrote down our names, they gave us a particular date on which we were to report to Kanilai.
Can you tell us when this was, this process of registration? What year did it fall?
Isafo nyenye sanguma aliyenyi to safe okay lume yali to safe akata sanguma le.
It's the same year I told you, the same year that we were admitted.
Okay, thank you. That was the 2007.
Amund inimbara munda wala kata in 2007 samote yeje salumen.
After you had seen the first batch graduate from the program.
Bring yo mo follow lije findita teleto mo follow lumeni yalonko ko ay jarale.
Yes.
And in relation to that video you saw, we would like to actually play it so that you would be able to identify those people who are in the video. We would just like to reassure you that this video is not going to be played in public. It's a private video for the commissioners to see.
Ngalino kanko yo ko menje teleto a video le bijam. Sai ibe video play la le prunya yaje. Nin kamala isa tonya ndiko ha nyimmole mwenye jenu wa lumme ya afintindi me ya kende halfo ifana yin hammusu purkata dum jara rokono.
And with the assistance of PSS again, kindly just tell us whether or not you identify those people who are being named in the video, and then after we'll talk about what was said in the video. Thank you.
Between Hanimbi, Mulu Mulu Jelawanya, Ibe Mulu Fulawale, and Ninyantaman Safela Ayesafe, Wokola, Alcina Tentenka, Kunin Diamu, Lafta, Yininkala Kumulu Menula.
I would also like to alert GRTS, QTV, and iAfrica, and all others that are broadcasting not to show this video. This is private. It's only for the viewing of the commissioners. Thank you.
Abelafila kanyin kibaru di GRTS la, QTV, iAfrica, aminyin kibarta la kota lumuni baby jang, konyi mukuloleti, imanya nyin video fintindila dula wodulato, purka itandi, puru komisono lumuni bijang, iba fintindila wo alifal la koda male kama.
Kindly play the video. Thank you.
We are delighted to be gathered here today in the motherland of His Excellency to witness yet another great event in the history of medicine. That is the official discharging of patients who were affected and infected by HIV. These patients, after undergoing His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Yahya AGG James HIV/AIDS treatment package, Series of medical and laboratory investigations were conducted on them. Both abroad and in the Gambia, and found to be undetectable. That means no HIV/AIDS virus seen in their blood sample. They are today physically, mentally, and clinically fit to perform their socio-economic duties. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you, diseases which were incurable in the 19th and 20th centuries are today remedied for. The beauty of medicine is the restoration of the sick to health. The patients to be discharged today are Usman Sow, Fatu Fadera, Fatu Kao, Dado Jao, Sulaiman Saya, Keba Sedi, Adama Sare, Yafai Ture, Maimuna Sare, Maimuna Sare, Tida Jiba, we just received results. Aja Ture, we've just received 2 results. Just yesterday, they are undetectables too. They are going to join the team. And take over. Usman Soti, Kabring, Abina Jararo Tatanum, President Jamel.
Can we be back on, please? Thanks. Madam Witness, were you able to have a look at that video?
Akosedo, for your video in Jubenole. Yes, I watched it.
Can you confirm that that is the video that you saw in 2007 of the Presidential Alternative Treatment Program, Batch 1, that convinced you to join the program?
Ako fanyi video ti ye Benjamin Teleto wosango hanufo inata nyingani yo soto progoto ifanambe wulale yeta nyin jara ro nyin wairi nyin ko iji ko nyul kende yatale fanyi lembang. Yes, these were the ones.
And can you also confirm that part of those who participated in this program are those names you listed out in the sheet just now with the PSS?
Ako fahalimbi yau tolu menu safe wo kaito bala fo hanim be ato mo kilin le fanal mo moldi men fintita ni video to ten yemen jube sa inteng.
Yes, they are the ones.
Can you confirm that one of the statements that was made by Dr. Mbo in that video was that, according to his definition of undetectable, the virus being undetectable in an HIV patient is that you can no longer see the HIV virus in the blood of the patient?
Amunta Dr. Mbo kuma kawo men fo nyindiamo kona bota nyindiamo men na ten. Ko ka foko imanjen kar keso nyinje nyimolu jato kono koteke wala yaitandi ko nun ku musilang jankaro nyim banta wulu jato balale fo mu kulet me ya lon ko hanim bi te fon la jeroto wo tambo abe nyala ba yole jibeten
te wako men nganje kay ngamero go to nyalo go ken diatale kat woto mon tebandu.
At the time that I saw this, I thought that they were truly cured, because then I was not yet taking part in the program.
So according to what you saw in the video, it gave the impression that these people had been completely cured of HIV.
Munda sila yanyi video je tumo menalo ngwe hamo dundi kono kotonya tonga nyimmo to ye jarale fo kende ata.
Ni ko ko kende ata kai ite sasa ko kende ata.
Because if someone says that they are cured, no, people will believe you, because that is your sickness, and if you declare yourself to be cured, people will have to believe you.
Thank you very much. Let's just then move on to the process of registration. You went...
Sayan ilumbarabake. Biring ite be dunna to safeni kita nyamen sayin kana wala maten sayin bina futa to wala.
You went through in 2007.
2007 san kono ya ito safeni nyamen purka dunni njara ro kono silang mfuta ta wala ma.
After that process, you were asked to go and wait.
Biri woto safeni kata fo banta woto mole na ta fo pureta yebatu.
When were you called eventually to come and join the program?
Bilim to safo batala ko ite bato wati jumaro inate kumandi pureta jara ro nyin damuta programo nyin.
Dr. Mo mo to safo foka ba ko ko sai momo eta nilu tita ron tides tisaba abe momo kola ere number tuje.
Dr. Mbo took down our names and our telephone numbers and told us to go home and that he would call us in 3 days' time.
Do you know what Dr. Mbo's particular role was in the presidential treatment program?
Fayalo Dr. Mbo atalodula muneti mun president wala o jaral programme nyin kon.
Dr. Mbo ka doko ke ataya ka molta.
He used to work with Dr. Mbo. He would register people.
Who used to work with Dr. Mbo?
Jumala ni Dr. Mbo ka doko kan wotu ela foroto.
Ani ya jame.
With ya jame.
Please go ahead and tell us what happened after.
Bitun tente ya fenye mune natake ukola.
Molta. Bidi molta.
After they admitted us,
they called
us in the night and told us to report to Canifing in the morning.
Who are you referring to as us without mentioning the name of the person, please?
Ako harni mammo tofode. Ako bareka ko min ko mulu ko mo ay ko molete danko.
What was your relationship with that person?
Wo mulu juma nyolete ni benta munala nu.
Bo fa atafa na tan jaro la wala telon ke ba matege. Atela ka mo to safe.
The person too came for the treatment, but the person was the most elderly and used to take down the names.
I'm talking about the fact that you said that you had been informed about what you were to do by Dr. Mbo and when to come back, but you kept on referring to us. Was it more than one person? Did you go with somebody?
Akabe mfokante wala yalo kafele ntolu. Yo anu Dr. Mbo la kumonyi mfo. Barbitun sila niko ntolu ibe akenyini nkawala ininju manyollem.
Don't mention their names. Confirm whether or not you were with someone.
Ikane tofu bari ini misal kama ini memutata nyola kenyini nkawala.
Yalong ni ajon control. Ntelman yalong control nate de mole to safe. Ulunga menna. Wala tinan control.
The reason why I'm saying we is because on the day that the names were taken down, many people came to be registered, which is why I kept referring to us as we.
Thank you very much. Without mentioning anyone's name, can you tell us if you actually went with any particular individual to get registered, somebody who was also of the same status as you?
ako hanni mammo to fode bar bitu lumme to safa be kala fo ni modo fanan tata nyula le me ya lonko ate fanan nyin jankar ke so balale nyin kammala pour afanan is asita ya to safa fo mor mo so don tale ni men tata nyula fo kunkilul tata ibita to safa la to momen.
The PIS will help you to write down the name of the person and your relationship with that particular person so that they are not being identified.
Between Muslim be dalaje abe mako la lim am musutonta inim men tata nyola men fanan tata jara rola wuma mario men be dalaje abe de mala le pourka to safe nyin kamala ay hanni ma to fu bar satara ketam moti na inim men tata nyola.
Can we get the interpretation, please?
No, she was speaking off mic.
She was off mic.
Can you put the mic on so that she can hear?
The day that we reported, I went alone. I found people there.
Thank you very much.
So
you went back home, and when were you subsequently called?
Ako bidun brin to safe butala yalo eseta sukonole inate kumandi wati jumale koteke.
Yes, to sabe iko serious tu sama nyato ina.
They wrote down our names and they said that we were to report in 3 days' time. So the day before we were called in the night and told to report the following morning.
And what happened when you reported the following morning?
Munata kabiro samo itata kata altata kate danku.
We are
there with many other people, those that we went to the hospital at the same time. Some were Senegalese, some Guineans, some from Guinea-Bissau. We met with those people there.
In Gambia
and Gambians. All of us boarded the bus.
Can you just tell us the environment of the hospital on that day? Filled with people from all these different regions in Africa.
The place was filled up with people. In fact, some came, but they were not lucky to be admitted, and some were even crying that they will not have access to this treatment.
And how many people were they being taken?
Say mojelle sotonta ye menuta mene alonko itelle samba ulum kata jara rodamuta.
I wouldn't be able to tell you the figure now, but I can tell you that the bus was full. All the seats were occupied. In fact, some had to stand.
How popular was this program with members of the public?
Ninjara ni programu bria kumo kankula. Jama moli yaje nyadi la kita kutobori ultiba mfo tumo yaje abenyadi la utumo.
Kita kutobori katnita na takani filop tano je. Taksi abudu na mutobe nala do mo jamal nata je.
It was popular because at that time, if you went to the Kanifing hospital, taxis will be coming in, vehicles will be coming in, so people were coming in frequently. It was popular.
So a lot of people were convinced that indeed Yaya Jammeh had the cure to AIDS.
Amunta woto wengine tandiko mo jamala tala ninko tonya Yaya Jammeh nyimboro soto le membe jankaro jarala.
That is it.
So eventually when you went to the Serekunda hospital and you boarded a bus, can you tell us which year this was?
Between Silambral nata ben loptano to Sumanda Serekunda loptano to je hanfo lumme na bulata bosola. Ni kita sanjumala kono.
Sama menanga fo dorong bari abenta July August ma van kato am rata Yaya Jammeh bita kan fen ko la abeta kan li fora.
It's the same year I told you earlier on, but it coincided with the month of August. In fact, at the time, Yaya Jammeh was going on his annual leave.
And you had said that you were part of the 4th batch, isn't that correct?
Yes.
Are you saying that the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th batch were all done in the same year, 2007?
Kafufulo fulanjango sabanjango ni nani njango etebe menkono amunta atelbe dunta kono sankilimu kono.
So bilinga wo de men fundita teleto ko ya jamila jaro bilinga kuma.
After I saw those people who have been shown on television to have been killed by Yaya Jammeh, until we left the place, we have not seen anyone that was released.
Perhaps you did not understand the question. What I'm asking is that you had earlier said you were the 4th batch. Is that correct?
Yala akotuwe mafahama kama nyininka. Yala yini mfole nunko. Ititata kafunani njangu nyinda kuna menuta.
Yes.
That presupposes that there was a 1st batch, a 2nd batch, and a 3rd batch.
Amunta wanyine itandiko. Kafufulo bijele mu fulanjangu bila tawul noma, sabanjangu bila tawul fanan noma ateleketa nani njangu.
So if you had gone in 2007, then that means that all the prior batches were done in that particular year.
Amunda wale mnyindiko natara, yebe mfoko 2007, ita dunta wasama kono woto kafufulo fula anin sabanjangu ni nani njangu, amunda ulube dunta jara roni kono ateo sankilimu kono.
Yalo ndenga mudo tarajele.
You know, we found some people there. Some also found us there.
So the batches were mixed.
Amunta alawo mulu keta una amunda kafuni nyile kanyotra jele kadunyoto.
Yes.
And you had also told us that initially you were promised that this treatment would only take 2 weeks. Is that correct?
That was what we heard over the television.
And can you tell us how long it took?
6 months.
So now tell us how this journey began. You said you were ushered into buses, and where were you going to? What was your final destination?
Silang afonye bitu kunu nata la nyoma nyamen kata yenye mfoko yali bulandi boso kono le bri yali bulandi boso kono yali samba bitu kabo allawo tato kali bulandi boso kono kali samba kunu nata bulanyono manyadile.
Nto bulani boso ko yen samba yedo nata do fanga boso saba wole fengete wole mo samba.
I think it was 3 buses that took people that day.
Where were you going to?
Albita ka yali samba dum ndole.
Be molta e mo samba kanilai.
They took us to Kanilai.
And before you went on that journey to Kanilai, did you receive any kind of information about what to expect and how the treatment would be conducted?
Jangi yali samba una katali samba Kanilai. Fodo yin kibaru fali noko. Jara robe lari nyadi le albe nyini takila wala albe nyini tarla jara ro nyin kokono. Fo kibaru di alla le bang.
No.
Was there any form of videoing or televising going on whilst you were boarding the buses at that time?
Lumme yali bulandi boso kono albe bula kam boso kono tuwono na purkata fodu nyin kamera tiolu nata jele purkali ta nyin kamala ka men fintindi teleto
kamera nyi bidana nata e moto kumandi ron e dum boso kono kamera nyi belore.
The cameraman was standing and they were calling people's names. When they call your name, you will board the vehicle, and at that time the cameraman was standing there.
Was that something you consented to?
We didn't know it that way.
So they did this without asking your consent?
They never ask you anything.
Did you want to appear in public?
Nyindu adiate ne purka finti teleto nya jama moli ye jabang.
Many people were there who did not want to appear on television.
And what about you?
Ite fango kungodun adiate ne bang.
Even myself, I did not want.
Okay, and why is that the case?
Munana imalla fika finti teleto nya.
Because
it's because of the way the sickness was described. That is why.
Was that because of the stigma attached to the sickness?
Amunta ni sasa te sironi toku ya membe dendingala wala ya kende imalla fi puru mo jama moli yeje.
Yes, that is it.
And did you consider that recording a breach of your privacy?
Amunda sila ya litawo nyaka alitawo kameramano bali takang amunda ninkumu umukantinya leti atelni ujara albunda tema.
Yes, that is it.
Did you make any complaint? Did you tell anybody that this is not something you wanted?
Fo ina tanyi silo sotole kadia mumo ya kafaya nko kawasia ya wala kafoko nyumukule tintelu mala fimelna kamulta kamera la teng.
Who would say so? No one will dare say so.
Why wouldn't they dare say so?
Mulana mo te sotol no mensi hanyi la fula.
Because those we found there did not say so, so we would not say so.
And apart from those people who were televising you and those who were making arrangements and coordinating the whole program, ushering you into the buses, was there any form of security presence around you?
Molu kola molu meni halonko wale bali takan kamera la meni halonko wale ba kolo masata kan animo kote mulu mabeta je purka tella kulu topoto fokabula boso la kali samba fodu wotembo kanto ni tankada molu bijele mulu be ko misali kamma police wala soldier wala anyondo kula lu fon fonal mabeta bangato le bang
the paras were there and soldiers. Yes, they were the ones there that day.
Were they carrying any weapons?
The soldiers were dressed in their uniforms and the paramilitary were seated at the gate.
Did they carry any weapons with them?
No, they were not having guns.
Was it an intimidating atmosphere to you at all? Or did you feel safe and secure?
Kenya amunta ketanyine kama kopurka mulu silandi ba mfudu ya jenya dile tekmo
so that no one goes out.
So you're saying that those soldiers were there to make sure that you did not leave?
Amunta wala ndiko wala taroje soja wala minti mo kana finti kaboje katamba ka finti ko nyinkono.
Yes.
And it is correct that you consented to go on that program. You did it out of your own free will initially.
Amunta ndungile bekeri ninko adiate famale purka dun njara ro kono ye puisila jata kende asoto andum wala na isonta purka dun njara ro nyinkono.
Yes.
But then once you entered the program, what you're saying now is that you were being prevented from leaving.
Amunta silambirita ta hanfo alidunta programu nyinkono inata kulu la nyamen amunta wenyine itandiko imalafi moyebo je mensi finti.
And you were held against your will.
Amunta ninkumu dali alimuta jele alikorokan.
That is true.
So what happened when you got to Kanilai?
Sai mulina ta kibra alfita Kanilai.
We alighted. We were given our beds, each to one.
Where did you alight in Kanilai?
Yali jindi mintola Kanilai fangoto.
Just close to his house, where the garden is.
Whose house are you referring to?
Jumala bungo.
Jame, his compound, Jamekunda.
Is that the official residence of the president or his family residence?
Jedum ya jamala badin kordalem jeti fodum ate fango kungola kordalem jeti.
I think it's the family compound.
And you're saying that beds were prepared for you?
And you foko yelaral wudi alla jele.
Yes, ish to your bed.
And what happened?
We were given towels too.
We were there until afternoon time. We know we arrived in the evening, we spent the night. The following morning, we were given the medicine. They gave us cups also, each to a cup.
Before we start on the administration of the medicine, just tell us who was with you, who was part of this presidential alternative treatment program?
Jumanyo le bije meni alonko wolle dabe nyinjara ro kunya kono meni ba ado ko ke kan otumo jumanyo le.
I'm not talking about the participants, but rather those who were administering the program.
Amafo meni nata jara rola de ako
those who were working with Yaya.
Meni alonko wolle ni Yaya jamme be do ko la nungo tembo.
No, sir.
The nurses?
Sorry?
The nurses.
Yes, the nurses, doctors, whoever else was working with him.
No, sir, doctor, will call off and I'm from the final bijay and men will do Kualano, Dabiji.
And the soldiers too, they usually assisted. The one that gives out the medicine, Ansu.
Ansu what?
Ansu Nyadi.
Ansu Jame.
Ansu Jame.
Who was Ansu Jame?
Jumalo Ansu Jame.
It's Yaya Jame's relative. I don't know whether it's a son or a brother.
Do you know what his full name is?
Akofaya ato fongolona ato faringo ato timarengo.
Ansumana Jame.
Ansumana Jame.
Who else was there? You had mentioned Dr. Mbo previously. Was he also present?
Jumanyo lebije ye Dr. Mbo fanan to fanan komandonu.
Dr. Bofana.
Yes, and Dr. Mbo as well. We came with a vehicle.
Did you meet Ansumana there, or did he also come with you?
Ali Ansumana tarajele ba mfudu atelna telenata nyola.
Ansumana fana muro baburu motore baburu.
Ansumana too had a vehicle.
Who else was present?
For be fana fana lukola for modo bijele melo melo bijay melo mabeta.
No, sir.
The nurses?
Yes, please. Can you mention their names?
Yes,
I know their names.
Please tell us. Are you comfortable telling us their names?
Yes, it's easy with me.
Please go ahead.
Awanjai.
Awanjai.
Nima, Auntie Nima.
Auntie Nima.
Nima Jaha, Baji, Nima Baji.
Nima Baji.
Jawara.
Do you know Jawara's first name?
Jawara ya tolo mbang. Katu Jawara mkontongolti.
Jawara fulolo. Tomu atolo Jawara konto malum bara tomu fulolo.
Jawara is the name, but the person is a fuller. I don't know the name.
It is surname.
Okay, so Jawara is the name and not the surname.
Yes, I will mean to go Jawara le muatoti bari ima kontongolo.
Do fan bije Lamin.
There is one other, Lamin.
Do you know his surname?
For Lamin kontongolo nebang.
Sane.
Any other people you remember?
Ihakilo sibula jumale kotan naje.
Hari, wodo nyinta tola, but ate fan Lamin fula londa.
I forgot the other one, but there were two Lamins.
You have already mentioned that Awanjai and Auntie Nima Baji were nurses.
Yenyi fulako Awanjai and Auntie Nima ulmuno so letinu.
Dr. Mbo was obviously a doctor.
Dr. Mbo umu doctor letinu.
And Ansumana Jame was helping Yaya Jammeh with administration of the medicine.
Aminta ansumana Jammeh ka Yaya Jammeh mako boro nyil dinyato.
What was Jawara and Lamin Sane doing?
Jawara and Lamin Sane wala doku wolbe mune ke kanun.
That is when they are massaging the men. They usually assisted Yaya Jammeh.
Thank you. And in this accommodation that you were the men and women separated?
Between Silang Inumbara, Yali Giandi Damente, Yebu men for Yaramal Dialaji, Musol Ninkelu, Yali Beka Nyokan Dinkrakrin to Fayali Fatali.
Ndale bentema bari kew even ani musola bunkono namita kew bunkono donc ni untel bele dentara.
We shared the same toilet, but there was a door between where the women were and where the men were, but you had to pass through the women's area to get to where the men were.
And you said in the morning, you spent the night, in the morning you were given the medicine. Can you tell us where you were given this medicine? Did you change locations at any point?
Ako wairi alfutata je ikali suto laje le fo samole ye boro dialla fodo ye boro dialla dinkira jumale to fo yale bondi je le kal sambadula do to ka boro dialla bang fo dinkira to je fa ye boro dialla je le
ani boro yaji no jele.
No, we were given the medicine there.
And who gave you the medicine there?
Sa jumale yo boro fo dialla je
Ansumana Jammeh.
Ansumana Jammeh.
At what point did you meet Yaya Jammeh?
Wati jumale dumu Yaya Jammeh fona ta futali maji.
Uraro bimo tara bunta boso kontata durata monka boro mindame.
It was in the evening after we boarded the vehicles and go to his place where people usually drank the medicine.
Was it Yaya Jammeh or Ansumana Jammeh who first gave you the medicine?
Mem folo fo boro dialla Yaya Jammeh folo fo Ansumana Jammeh.
Ansumana Jammeh wo boro di mo somanda juda iko mu juso abako jiyo.
Ansumana Jammeh was the one who gave us the medicine first thing in the morning, and they said that was juice. It was like water.
Can you give us further description of this juice?
Boro ye ko membe ko juice. Kuloro mumbo abenyadile boro nyumfang benyadile.
It's clear as water, but it was very bitter.
And how much of that were you given, and how was it measured?
Saying yo jio men dialla nyaka min ya suma nyadile ye yirko men dialla momondi ye men min asuma ya suma nyadile.
Even kabandi boro nya buka kunje fa kasonye.
If you should empty the content of that cup into the small avian water bottle, it will be more than it.
And you said it was very bitter.
Yes.
What was the smell like?
It did not have a smell.
Were you told what this medicine was going to do?
Fuya fale no boro na famu muneti abe munekela alla.
Ante wo boro din zoro. Iko ngami ya iko ya jamene adire ya nti ngade molbe ya mi enti fana. Emo kumande ko alta boro mi.
Well, for us, we were just given the medicine to drink, and we were told that it was from Yaya Jammeh, and others drank, and I also had to drink.
Did you understand it to be one of those medications included in the treatment that would cure you of HIV/AIDS? alinyanta min na je mi ya lonko wala bali jarala kanyin HIV jankar ke so bondali bala
ansma wa fa ako wo boro kar de ga ni tala de ba boro bor ni ya de la do itina jalo la ya itini karo kala ba min na le do.
That was what Ansumana said, that it was the medicine. And actually, when you go there as someone seeking for treatment, whatever medicines they gave you, you will just drink.
Thank you very much. And when was the next time you took another medication after that?
Inumbara biro sumanda bori mi botala wati jumalam ko takal nata boro mi.
Tata furaro mo kondo daje tata furaro.
We had lunch, and when evening came, They took us inside Kanilai, close to the bushes. And they said that was the place where people used to drink the medicine. That was where he massaged us.
So this was not in a building, is that what you're saying, or was it in a building?
That was a building, but it was the last building. It wasn't within the settlement. It was far away, far away from the main Kanilai settlement.
And do you know what that particular building was being used for? Did it have any particular name or anything like that?
For drying floor,
Drying?
Drying floor.
Drying floor.
Sorry?
Drying floor, I heard.
The name is called drying floor.
It's drying floor.
Yeah, that's what I
Is that an English word?
Drying floor, drying floor. I will.
Drying floor, that was what was said.
Bambol ni fenga, bambol bijele, je fengo so boko pulo ten. Bambol katara gele, ani nyo.
There was a pool which had crocodiles and fish as well.
So it was near the crocodile pool and a fish pond.
Yes.
And that is how you would normally identify the building, or were there any other identifying marks on the building?
I don't know. When we went there was a big building, just as this one. We got into it.
Okay, thank you. And you said this is the place where basically you were being massaged.
Yes.
And was this massage supposed to be part of your HIV treatment?
That was what I saw.
And as an AIDS patient, have you ever been given a massage as part of your HIV treatment when you were going to normal hospitals?
Amunta wato men albejara rota kan lopitan dolu nyil kono fo woni jaral façon ko ku façon kilmele kal yono fanan to bang fo dum kulu Kenya nyim fatatal.
I have never seen that anywhere else except Kanilai.
Indeed. And what did this special massage consist of? What was being done to you and by whom?
Sai nyaburo ikake nyadile jumale fo ko nyaburo ke anin akake nyadile.
Ya jamme wala ka fa musol ko e wurang e baye wulu nyame.
Yeah, Jammeh was the one who usually asked the women to undress just as they were born. You will not have even earring, nothing on your body, and then you will lie down.
Would you have underwear?
Ako fo duma fo katarele le membe ko duma kurto wala duma fano.
Only the towel that you tie around your waist.
And then what would happen? Where would you be laying on if you were lying down?
Muna kana bula unoma ilandi muntole ka fo yela dami.
They will spread a bed sheet on a table. You will lie on it. You will lie.
And you will not cover yourself. That's how you will lie down.
On your stomach or on your back?
You
will lie on your back.
Tell us what he would do.
He will come and take the medicine and massage you. He will touch all parts. And then you will lie flat on your stomach. He will massage you including your head, your ears.
Would your private parts be included in that massage?
Fu massage ro abuloka futa ete mari nyato balale bang.
Akafuta julal beler ibalo dauda akafuta jel.
It touches all parts of your body.
And how did that make you feel?
Andu silang wo ayeke nyadile.
Were you comfortable being touched in that way?
Dum kuletin asono yate fele bam pour mobulo futa inyato to.
Open fe corridor no bari yaron momon la fiora.
Well, it's just the
no choice.
No choice, but nobody wants such thing.
And apart from that, you said it was also done in the presence of others.
Dr. Mbo was always present.
What about the security apparatus of the president? Were they also present?
Soldiers, Pa Ali, and others.
And these were male soldiers, I suppose.
Yes.
And how long would this massage go on for? And can you tell us, if you remember, what kind of ingredients were used in what you were being massaged with?
Ando wonyaburo afonyen akawati jelleta aning akamunmuneta kamenkali balajato bala purkali balo nyabu.
Boro imbeja funkanta de barna dunte nyakono inyaka de minifam akajanile.
There is a medicine which has a very foul odor, but when it gets into your eye, it used to irritate your eyes.
So he would even put it in your eyes? Is that what you're saying?
Used to wash your eyes, your face, and put ointment on your head.
Yes, go ahead.
After some time, you'll be asked to get up and sit. You will sit on the table there. He will ask you to stretch forth your hands for him to pray. And when he's done, you will wipe your palms on your face.
What kind of prayer was he conducting?
Well, he knew what he was reciting.
You don't know, you didn't associate it to any particular religion?
At that time, you wouldn't be able to tell, because at that time we were very unhappy.
Do you know what language he was speaking?
He was speaking in Jola.
Do you understand Jola?
I don't understand Jola.
Do you know what was included in the ingredient that made this medicine have such a foul smell?
He used to mix up a lot of things in that medicine.
Would you happen to know any of the ingredients?
Did it
smell like anything in particular?
There was garlic and shea butter. And other things, but I don't know. But these two are usually there. And also he will tell you that he will not take bath. We were there for 3 months and the soap never touched us.
Wow, this is very interesting, Madam Witness, but unfortunately it's time for the break, and we will have to continue afterwards, and you will tell us what else was done to you during this treatment that you received in Kanilai. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. It's time for the break.
Betul ako enumbara na dahawato sitam be ndala domandi bari mbe murula nan bari yeda men fota mo kuleti me ya lonko asike moyo kumpa kuwoti bar betul mbe murula nan mbita dala.
Thank you, Council. Yet another shocking thing that the President of the Republic of the Gambia moves into naked women, strange, massaging them, and then from there on to reading verses from the Quran and praying for them. Shocking. We will take a 30-minute break and then come back at 12 noon. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
Television experience is about to be transformed to the next level. Enjoy amazing features with the new DTT decoder by Xcaf. Watch television in high definition and excellent sound quality. Watch Gambian channels such as GRTS, QTV, Star TV, Paradise TV and MTA with one decoder, all for free. That's not all. For a monthly subscription of $510, you get 60 international channels from your favorite football leagues, news, African movies, telenovelas, cartoons and much more. Get the decoder for $2,040, which comes with free installation, 24/7 customer and technical support all year round, and 1 month free subscription for only $510 thereafter. Get the decoder at Xcaf Gambia, located at Hendon Court Building, former Dream Park, Senegambia, or through approved dealers. For more info, call 446-1060 or 446-1061. The world is at your fingertips with the Xcaf DTD decoder. Hello Gambia.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable offer this Tobaski. Your family and friends can now send you monies from the whole of Europe, US, Canada and Switzerland for absolutely free. Yes! This Tobaski, enjoy our safe, fast, reliable and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia at zero transfer charges. So your family and friends wouldn't have to worry about transfer charges when sending you monies from Europe, USA, Canada and Switzerland this Tobaski. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. Support your own. Tobaski just got better with Supersonics